Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Just want to come on here right quick. There's been some questions on the group channel on Dark Sorcery as to sigil making. So I kind of want to make a real brief video on that and how I personally make sigils, because I actually employ and use sigils in my work daily. And a long time ago, I realized by making them out of the traditional methods of using them in paper and such, they tend to break down really easily. And I like to actually, because like I've stated in my first video, I come from a very primal sense, basic sense in my sorcery or my practice, and I literally apply it and use it in my daily life. I carry my sigils. I will literally, I've been very well known to literally wrap them in and bind them to objects too. And when you do that with paper, they just simply don't last. And especially if you anoint them with oils and different bodily fluids, I'm just being real. And just what have you, if you carry, put them in your pocket or what have you. So this is why, and actually this is something that came to me through meditation and just literally a learning process within the process of working within the flow of the current with the infernal. That's how I came up with this. And pretty much what I personally do, I get a bed sheet. I'll go to Goodwill and I will find a regular white cotton bed sheet, and they're cheap there. And I will cut it up after I obviously wash it again, and I'll cut it up into squares. Doesn't really matter what size, and that's pretty much what happens. And I personally, I don't really, depends on the, I'll leave them like this until I'm about ready to use them in something. And sometimes, because I don't like them a lot of times white, you can take regular tea or coffee as long as you do not use sugar. And very much you just make tea like you normally would without the sugar, and then you just dunk the fabric into that, and you can either put it in a oven on a cookie pan and let it sit there and dry out in your oven. And then what happens is it'll turn it to this color and gives it more of an aged color. And then you can bless it and what have you. And then it's pretty much ready to go in your practice. And then you pretty much use whatever sigil you actually want to use. And then you can actually use your typical traditional bat's blood ink or your dove blood ink, or you can create your own ink. I've been very well known to make my own dragon's blood ink. I also make various types of inks from wine and honey, or sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, if I plan on using the sigil in literally long-term use, I will use regular ink pen, or not ink pens, but paint markers. Those really hold up really well. They're really easy to use. And these are actually some of the ones I actually do use. I have many, but just to give you an actual what they, and there again, they're very usable, they're pliable. And then if you actually do have to discard with them, or if you're led by whatever you're working with, or a daemon or spirit or entity, or whatever the reason you are creating the sigil, then you obviously dispose of it the traditional manner by burying it through fire or what have you. That is totally between you and the entity or the daemon or what have you. That's between you and them ultimately. So that is actually how I use actual sigils in my practice. I really enjoy it. Actually, I sleep with them as well. May sound kind of odd, may not. I pretty much put them in my pillows, or if I'm working with a particular demon at the time, I will actually put them underneath my pillow, or sometimes, depending on the trip, I may actually put a particular one or several of them in my pockets. I'm quite known for not using pockets for pockets. I keep magical stuff on me all times for other things, other than keys and your typical things. I use them for magical things. just what I do. It's me. But I don't know if you guys do that. You can let me know in the comments. It'd be a kind of interesting topic in itself. What do you carry around in your pockets? Be kind of cool to find out. I always carry sigils and rocks. So it's what I like to do. But anyways, I hope this helps you guys. Again, hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and take this time to get to know yourselves better, meditate, and looking within and know yourself better. Have a blessed day.